Hello, everybody. Turn off my epic music. Welcome. Tonight we are going to catch up with the Project Pinball team. They're on their epic Love Across America Tour 2020. 7 dedications in 14 days, all on the East Coast of the U.S. And they have been doing an amazing and inspirational job. And I'm just ready for Dan to come online and share with us what they've been up to. So let's get Dan in here now. Everyone, hi, hey Charles Thomas, thanks for joining us. All right, there he is, the man of the hour, the man of the week, of the month, Mr. Spoley.
Wow, how kind.
How are you?
Good to see you, Moto.
Good to see you too.
I'm doing just great. We've been on this journey for 12 days and we're feeling fresh. We did 6 dedications up to this point and looking forward to the 7th one on Monday. So we're super happy.
Wow. So you're coming close to the end of the tour. I bet you can start feeling it. Are you missing that Florida weather?
No complaints. We know that it's going to be warm when we get down there. We've been checking the weather, but we've been through some cold days. We had one night dip down into 28 degrees, and that was a shock. But like I said, no complaints. We're going to be back in the subtropics soon enough, so we'll be falling out just fine in a
It's all
couple
for a good
days.
cause. It's all for a good cause. Well, we are live on Facebook, on Twitch, on YouTube, and we have some people in our room. Charles Thomas. Say hi to Charles Thomas. And Dragger. Is Dragger Jason Roofer? They're all saying hello. Hello, Dad. So, well, let's get into it. Let's
Well,
share.
thank you.
Let's
I
share
appreciate that.
what y'all have been doing this past week. So in our previous live stream, we covered that you guys were in North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and as well as South Carolina, Charleston, right? So you don't dedicated 2 machines in the Carolinas, and then
Yes,
you
yes.
headed northwest to Ohio. Let's go to this screen. And your first stop was Akron's Children's Hospital in Ohio. And let's watch a little quick recap on it, and then you can talk about how awesome it was. That was beautiful. Dan, so tell us all about the experience with the Akron Children's Hospital.
Well, the Akron's Children's Hospital was something that we planned like 8 months ago. Uh, a mother called us up and she was grieving the loss of her daughter that passed away 2 weeks prior. And she loved pinball. Heather loved pinball, and they wanted to give back to Akron's Children's, where they received care for her daughter throughout her treatments and everything like that. So we were on board. We contacted Akron's, and they were really receptive to the idea. But they didn't have the room for a full size machine. So it really helped out that we knew the dimensions of the home models that Stern
Oh,
put out.
right. This is
So
the
as you can
Hopin.
see, that
Yeah.
was the Star Wars home
Nice.
edition. Yeah, and it helped out perfect because they had limited space in their family room, and they weren't quite concerned about this machine overwhelming pretty much everything, the functionality in their room. So we gave
That's
them
amazing.
dimensions, and they really fell in love with the idea of the smaller machine. So George Gomez, great job on that. Um, and it's a great machine. A lot of people that own the Star Wars Pro
Yeah,
and they
it
came
fits
over
in
and
there
played the Star Wars
perfect.
film.
Wow.
Yeah, they loved the layout. They loved it, even though some of the purists will say, "Oh, we've seen the same layout on the other machines." It's all new to the people in that setting. The people that walk up to this Star Wars machine wouldn't know that other stuff. So it's a great layout. It's very simple, great. But back to the dedication, we were able to have the family downstairs. Because of COVID protocol and everything like that, we had to pretty much take our photographs down in the lobby, and then we invited the mother to
Oh.
join us into the family room so she could put on that plaque. And those were the words that you were reading earlier. Those were Heather words that we put on the side for everybody to see. So there were some
Beautiful.
tears being shared during the dedication. It felt like there was some good closure there because, again, her daughter loved pinball so much,
Mm.
and her other daughter, Erin, is part of the pinball community in Ohio as well.
Oh, nice. And who was your local volunteers for for this hospital? I see.
For the maintenance and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
upkeep,
Who are the local other people that are
you
helping with
caught
this?
me off
Oh,
guard.
sorry. I know it's late over there. You're an
No,
hour ahead, but
it's just that we had a lot of lot of
just a full
information hit us
community
all at the
support.
same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a great community support there. We do have a volunteer. I cannot remember who it is at this time,
Where's
um,
Sierra?
because
She's getting her
yeah,
food, I think.
Sears. Yeah, it's
Sorry.
late, as everybody knows, and we are still trying to get dinner. Um, but no, we what we do as soon as we get a
That's
volunteer,
amazing,
we
though.
hand it off to Brad, and Brad's our volunteer coordinator. So I'm sorry, I just don't retain that information like I should. But like you said, it's actually late here and 12 days on the road. Things are a little bit fuzzy around the edges at times.
It looked like a
You
great
should
team, though.
prepare me
I
for
know.
that.
Sorry.
No
Cut,
problem. No
cut.
problem. No, it's all good. If
Awesome.
someone wants to know that, just email me and we'll be able to give you that
We'll
information.
put a
But
little
no,
captions in our video later.
we do have Brad. He coordinates all the texts that we have
Oh, I
out
didn't know
there.
that.
That way, if they need anything, they contact him directly. He can send the parts from Marco Specialties. You might know of them, Moto. Uh, but they send all the parts directly to their homes. That way, they next time on their visit, they have everything that they need to take care of these machines. So
That's what we're
yeah,
here for.
yeah,
Absolutely.
we got a great system in place, and we have great partners like Marco Specialties to
Yeah.
help us. So
You should.
thank you for that.
We're like in a slow phase of calling ourselves just Marco Pinball. So feel free to use that
Oh, really?
terminology.
Okay.
Marco
Well,
Pinball,
it's
and
been
you're watching
ingrained.
Marco TV. So there, I said it.
Well,
Specialties
honestly,
is hard to say and hard to spell. And it's all about
well,
pinball. So it's been kind of
I've
my
been doing
incentive to
this
say Marco.
since the early 2000, and if it wasn't for Marco Specialties,
Right.
um, I wouldn't be
Thank you,
in the
Charles.
hobby today, and I probably wouldn't be doing the charity because they were the lifeboats that I needed to get the parts to fix my machine.
Yeah,
So I always
absolutely.
known them as specialties. So
I mean,
it's going to be
me
hard for me.
too.
I'm
Me
old
too.
school.
Absolutely. And I teamed up with them because they just have that awesome core values of just spreading pinball to as many people as possible, and they want pinball to stay
And
alive forever and ever, and they do everything they can to help everyone fix their machines, help communities grow, and I love being a part of that. And I'm glad we're
and
still
that starts at
sponsors
the
for Project
top.
Pinball. Yeah.
All that love for pinball starts at the
Yeah,
top
Mark
with Mark and
Mandeltor is and
Nancy.
Nancy. They're
Yeah.
amazing, amazing people
Yeah, they
for
love
sure.
pinball, and it just shines throughout the whole company.
Absolutely,
So, yeah, they're truly amazing people.
absolutely. I love your background. Can we talk about where you are real quick before we go to the next place? You got like this nice wooded. It's so fall. It's winter time, But you have just this nice, perfect little. Are you in a little log cabin
Yeah,
somewhere?
sort of. We're up in Gatlinburg because
Thank
it
you,
was
Jordan.
during our travels. We came out of St. Louis yesterday, so we stopped in Nashville, which was like a 5 hour drive, five and a half. And so we wanted to, kind of break up our drive. So we found Gatlinburg was like 4.5 hours from Nashville. So we'll be in Columbia tomorrow evening to pick up a machine at Marco Specialties or Marco Pinball uh, for our dedication. So we wanted to break it up. So we're in Gatlinburg tonight, and it is pretty rustic cabin. There's wood all around me. It does feel like a log cabin. And right out the back door here, there's a stream that runs right past the foundation of
Oh,
this
that's
building.
nice.
So it's kind of neat. We were blessed to just happen upon this place. We didn't know what to expect, and we were surprised by uh, some comforts of, you know, the country, inn type. We got a rocking chair in the room. I'm going to be on that later. So
After the
it's a
stream.
pretty quaint. I love the painting right behind me too.
That's awesome.
So
Well,
yeah, but
without
we'll be
further
off
ado,
in the morning.
nice. Well, let's talk about where
Okay.
you went
What else
after
do we have?
Akron. Akron. I keep wanting to call it Akron.
Akron.
After Akron, y'all
Well,
traveled to the Ronald McDonald House of Greater Cincinnati, and you had a special guest and the person who I guess did all the fundraising for this as well, Fluke Skywalker, right? If y'all are familiar with him,
JT.
let's watch the video real quick. It's amazing. He did a GoFundMe.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna take all my and enjoy. May the force be with you. That's awesome. Wow, what an exciting event. Tell us all about this Ronald
Yes, it
McDonald House
was.
dedication.
Well, it started off. JT, aka Fluke Skywalker,
Yeah, he looks
contacted
just
us
like
and
Mark
said he
Hamill.
had this idea. Oh my goodness, he does.
If you didn't tell
He
me his
looks
name was
exactly like
Fluke
him.
Skywalker, I would
Even
have been like, how did you get him? Oh,
well,
just kidding.
Fluke. He calls himself Fluke because he thinks it's a fluke because he didn't set out to mimic the Jedi or anything like that. He was walking one day and someone said, "Hey, are you Mark Hamill?" And he's like, "I'm not." And he kept getting that. And so he was working at the Cincinnati Ronald McDonald House as a volunteer, and he kind of used his likeness to just have fun with the kids and do special things. He would
That's
buy Star
awesome.
Wars, uh, puzzles and gifts and, plush toys to give to the kids at the Ronald McDonald Home. And so he was asked to go down to the Louisville show that they had, the arcade show. And he was asked to stand next to the Star Wars machine and started talking about his volunteer work in Cincinnati there, and someone mentioned about Project Pinball, and he said that's a great idea. He would love to get one of those machines in the Ronald McDonald House in Cincinnati. So the people mentioned that we could do the heavy lifting to help him um, do this, and he wanted to do the fundraising on his own.
Wow.
It's something that he put his mind to, he asked for our guidance, and we, instructed the best that we could, and we helped push his GoFundMe the best that we could. Stern even picked it up, and they had fun with it as well.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
He was in his costume with a lightsaber and everything like that. Um, he was very impressive. Um, Jedi. He really was. He had these lightsabers. There was four of them. I was impressed how heavy they were. They were really heavy.
They look
And the
legit.
one I was holding for some of the photographs that we did was like over $800. Just for one of those lightsabers.
Y'all got amazing
It was very
shots.
cool. But back to the dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. He made it a lot of fun. He wanted to really take this above and beyond to really showcase this. But his GoFundMe page, we were trying to raise $6,000 to pay for the machine and have some money left over for the ongoing maintenance, for the future. But with the small donations, he was getting $5 and $10 donations, but he had so many people respond that it went over six, and the final total was over seven. So he, pretty much, you
Wow.
expanded on his goal, and he actually wrote a check to us that we could, help other, endeavors that we have going on in Ohio. So that was very nice. Nice. He actually wrote a check to us for, what he had left over
Oh.
for us to use. But it was a great dedication. Did you see the small legs
Yes, let's
that we
talk
put
about the
on there?
small legs. I'm very interested in this concept. How did you
Well,
get them made? What are they for? What is what I love
well,
it.
they were made by a local company that we were able to find. First off, Stern donated the legs to us so we could alter them. We did
Nice.
some measurements with ADA guidelines and everything because we want it to be wheelchair accessible for pretty much everybody. So we followed ADA guidelines
For like the
where
height.
wheelchairs 19 inches. Yep, for the
Wow.
heights. So it was all calculated to how high the legs needed to, or how high the machine was going to be, and how much we needed to cut off the legs. Weld Shop did such a great job. Once they found out that it was for the charity and where it was going, they actually didn't charge us at all.
Oh.
So, and that was very nice of them as well. But with the legs, it's for kids. Normally, we have the Marco pinball
The little
step stools
stools.
that
Mm-hmm.
you see at the shows that you
Yeah.
guys were doing last year, and we use them for children's hospitals or Ronald McDonald homes, so the little ones could get up higher, so they can see above the lock bar. But in this case, we didn't even need it. The kids could walk up to it and just stand in front of the machine. Maybe a person that had to be seated in front of it would be comfortable as well. Parents are invited to sit in front of it, which I was trying out, and that's what I was commenting on Facebook. Was I was testing it out because we didn't really have a time to take the legs back, put it on the machine, and give it a dry run. So when I was playing the game, I was, it wasn't a distraction. I thought it might be because I'm a tournament player and I get locked into stance and all this ritual stuff when you're in a tournament, but I wasn't even thinking of that. And so my comment was, I actually had a good game, and my comment was maybe I should do this more on my other games,
Yeah,
and that was
absolutely.
because of the good game
It
that I
looks
did
pretty
have.
comfortable. Yeah.
Um,
Like it seems like
yeah,
I
it
see you guys
was
sitting
very
on a high
comfortable
chair
actually.
kind of bending over down, and even I have to kind of stand up on stools to see some parts of the playfield, especially up top. So
It
I
was not
love it.
awkward.
It's great.
It was not awkward at all. Yeah, I guess the mobility of moving the ball in the playfield might be lessened, but I was still giving it some English. moving the ball around. So maybe
They're so cute.
people won't tilt as much. Who knows? But
So now,
no, we're
what
gonna.
what is the company that you said makes them, and is it something that we will see more of in the future? Because this is such a great idea, and
That's what I'm.
I could see more people
Yes.
wanting it just beyond the hospital setting.
Well, we're not the first ones to do pinball that's
Short legs.
accessible.
Oh sure.
No, no. Um, Robert Gagno and his whole family showed me what they did with the. I think it was like an airbag or hydraulics. They actually took the legs off a machine where a pinball could be adjusted with the airbag
Oh wow.
up and down to different heights. So there's other people that actually had machines that were accessible. I seen another one that was, I think, a motor dome, and I think there's like a Mario Brothers out there that have the spider legs, where they made the legs come out further, so a wheelchair or a chair could be seated, um, underneath, because the legs are kind of tight on
Sure.
the machine. They're only 22 inches with probably like 17 inches of clearance. So they had the spider legs. So that was kind of neat. So we wanted to do something a little bit different for the kids and just accessibility to be there.
Nice.
So you will see more of it. Um, Again, we weren't sure how it would play out. So it was a learning process, but it turned out so extremely well. We will definitely be doing more of these in the future.
Very cool. Awesome. All right. Jeez, we're just moving right along. So then after Cincinnati, you guys traveled a little southwest. You're making your full loop over here. So now you're in St. Louis, Missouri. You saw the big arch.
Yes.
Is that your first time seeing the big famous St. Louis
No,
arch?
actually, my son was in the army, so he did boot camp up in Fort Leonard Wood, that was
Oh
up on the
wow.
mountain. Um, I believe it was like an hour, hour and a half to the west. So we had a chance to actually visit the arch a couple years back.
Nice.
So it was nice. We did stay in the city, which was pretty much deserted. So me and Maggie would go for a walk in the evening, and there was no one out, and the arch was overhead the whole time. So it was very nice.
It's pretty.
Um, but it was good dedications. We were assisted by Jason Fowler and Matt.
Yeah.
They were the big heroes that were local to make this happen. Um, so, yeah, it was a great time.
And they raised a bunch of funds to donate two different machines via their podcast. And that was that the Slap Save podcast? Did I get
Yes, it was.
nice?
They did such a great job with that.
Yeah,
They really did. Um,
great people. Absolutely.
Jason, I you know I want to tell a story, but I know I won't give it credit. But he was in the children's hospital when he was younger, when he was 10 years old. He has type 1 diabetes that he was dealing with when he was 10 in Carnal Glennon Children's Hospital. So he wanted to give something back. So he approached us again to find out what was the best way, how we could help him. And he just put his mind to it and made it his mission. And our goal
Nice.
in that was to raise money for Cardinal Glenn. But we also mentioned, as a side note, that we were talking to Mercy Kids
Mhm.
Children's Hospital as well. So he, like I said, our goal was to raise enough money for the one, but everybody just, took it upon ourselves to really, go above and beyond, that we were able enough to raise money for both of them. So we're happy to announce that we were able to dedicate two machines
Wow.
from Jason and Matt's efforts and everybody out there that helped donate. So we're super happy. Um, we give all
Yay.
the credit to Jason and Matt and,
Yeah,
you
the
know, the people
pinball
that raised the money.
community coming together.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's Maggie. Good
We got a
transition while
sneak
I cough.
attack. We got a sneak attack.
Maggie the
And
mascot.
she's gone.
Well, let's watch the Mercy Kids video. We get a little glimpse of Jason Fowler, and I think we get a little bit of his speech
Okay.
too.
Oh my God. She's attacking me. Sorry, I'm going to change my camera angle. Yeah, it got attacked by this wild, vicious animal here.
My name is Jason Fowler. I'm a lifelong St. Louis resident. I'm proud of it. I'm 45 years old. When I was 10 years old, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Still have it, still manage it very well. Instrumental in my ability to manage that was Cardinal Glennon Hospital. That was where I was admitted. They took what can be a really scary prospect for a 10-year-old kid and made it bearable at the very least, and dare I say enjoyable. I met friends that I still talk to in that hospital to this day. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the people that helped me get through what I've been through. So I was in a place in my life where I had found pinball and I was really interested in it. I had a couple machines in my house. I started a podcast. We somehow gained a global following. We had people in other countries that would send me emails. I met several people from Australia that flew here for a pinball show, and we all had dinner together just because of this podcast. So I started trying to think, how can I make that help the St. Louis area? We devised this plan to donate a machine and auction it off and use those proceeds to place a pinball machine originally in Cardinal Glennon. It was so successful, we raised for this machine $12,000 through our podcast. So I contacted Daniel, and the rest is history. So this is here because of Project Pinball #1. But I'm proud to be associated with them and help raise the money to do it. So the only thing I asked Daniel when we did this was, my father passed away of Alzheimer's 3 years ago. And I asked that we just simply put a plaque on the machine with his name on it.
Face always towards the sunshine, and the shadows will fall behind you. I love that. I love that quote. That's amazing. So this was the first dedication in St. Louis. And you guys dedicated a Beatles Gold, which I love. And just to let y'all know, anyone in Columbia, South Carolina, Bang Back Pinball Lounge also has a Beatles Gold in their bar, and you can play it right now, and all the coin drops go to Project Pinball, and that's where y'all are going to do your final kind of wrap party dedication Monday in a few days, right after your last dedication. So that's awesome.
Well, on this trip with the COVID protocol, we had to not schedule any meet and greets and fundraising like we do during the traditional times. We would have our Love Across America. We would, have tournaments at different places throughout the United States and maybe visit a pinball expo or show, then do dedications in between, and then do more fundraising. But on this one, we couldn't have anything. We did not want to have anything, business first. And then we talked to Bang Back Fred, and he wanted to do something special for everybody. And since we're going to be, heading home, we figured it would be a nice way to decompress. So thank you to Fred and everybody that made that happen.
Awesome. I didn't mean a tangent away from the dedication, but yeah. So
no, let's head there now.
Mercy Kids. I see you actually had kids actually come up and play the machine, and this is something that I got to experience last year on the tour. Is really seeing the hospital patients get interactive and involved with the pinball machine, and it's really like the most amazing experience ever. And I know you guys could not really do that too much because of COVID, and you're at
No.
high precautions as much as possible. But it did seem like these kids kind of sneaked in, and you guys kept it safe. But it seemed like they really enjoyed it. So how was it?
Well, let me explain, the protocol and
Yeah,
everything like
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Uh, before we go into the hospital, we're washing our hands as, our
Nice.
responsibility. We have our mask on and everything, and we take our temperatures before we even leave the car. Throughout the day, we're taking our temperature probably 8 to 9 times, maybe 10 times a day, and we have a hand sanitizer station right on the console of the car,
Oh, that's great.
right in the center. So we're constantly doing that. But with the hospitals also, they have their protocol. Before we go in there, they screen everybody, including us. They're taking our temperatures and making sure that we don't have any symptoms and everything like that. They have hand cleaning stations everywhere. We're escorted from point A to point B. There's no deviation off the trail. Um,
Nice.
it's just, very much straightforward. So up to this point, we didn't stress that we wanted to have kids become active at the machine because, yeah, it's nice to see. It's nice to show maybe the donors and everything like that, show the interaction. That way people could get the gratification to see, the kids actually playing the machines. Sorry about the bouncing. Hold on one second. I'm going to switch over.
Oh, thank you. I just thought you were
Okay,
in a
much better.
perpetual earthquake.
Hold on
Yeah.
one second. No, it was the dog actually jumping on my leg. She's right here beside me. So it
Take
was
me
a
on a
mega
walk,
earthquake. Um,
Maggie.
but, with that, um, it was not stress that we wanted to have kids and everything. We wanted to do what our charity mission states is to place the machines for these families. So that was our sole focus. So up to this point, we did not have kids come out to play with the machine until our departure, which was fine by us. We went in there. It was a brief setup. Take some maybe photographs with people that were a part of it, and it was very select people. Give final instructions. I was playing, showing people how to do the one-handed, uh,
Nice.
gameplay like you commented earlier. We like to do that. So when we went to Mercy Kids, it was a large area, and they just got done with this very thorough screening. So we felt very safe in that area. Everybody kept their distance. There was probably about 20 people, I would guess, in that large area, and everybody was just, spread out. And it seemed like everybody knew their place. Um, they brought in the kids. I met, some of the kids before we were set up. They would just come out. They were uh, actually very interested in this toy box of a thing that we were setting up. Um, we were able to, see the kids play, interact with the machine, give them a couple T-shirts, which they were glad to have.
Yeah.
It was their, they wanted to wear the shirts as soon as we handed them out to them because they were so excited about playing the machine. They had their favorite Beatles songs that they would share with us. We showed them how to change the selection by hitting the flippers, and they just were amazed that they could play their favorite Beatles song. So the machine was such a huge hit, and I would like to give a shout out to Joe Camico. He made this possible for us to acquire these two machines. He went above and beyond to make sure that we got these Beatles, and we can't say enough about him. Stern, helped us in the Great Lengths also. So we have to really give a shout out to them making this happen, as well as Jason and Matt. So I think the video showed Jason
Mm-hmm.
actually telling the story. It's something that I felt that he was reluctant. Jason, even though he did the podcast and people probably heard the podcast, knows that Jason is down to earth. He's one of
He's so nice.
um, just straightforward, kind of guy. He's very humble. He doesn't like to really put praise on himself, but I think the story needed to be told. And he did such a great job that everybody could feel, part of um, his life up to that point, and his dedication to making this happen for Mercy Kids Hospital. And the plaque that you've seen was dedicated to his father. He was a huge inspiration, not only to Jason, but it sounds like to everybody that he came in contact with. So it was pure love that uh, Jason was able to place this machine um, for his dad's, legacy to inspire others. So I thought that was a great touch.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just really love that quote that went
yeah.
along with it. Keep your face
I mean,
always towards the
it's so
sunshine, and the shadows will fall behind you.
yeah, it's so simple, but it has such meaning. It really
Absolutely.
does.
So,
But
yeah.
the kids are going to enjoy that machine for years to come.
Beatles is
We
a
had
really fun game, and it's a lot
oh
more
my god,
simple than some of the other games, so it's easy to pick up and find that those rewards really fast. And it's a good game
yeah,
to
it's
learn rule sets and stuff on too. I think because it's a lot easier in that aspect.
it's not ACDC or Lord of the Rings rule set, but not every game has to be. And
No,
these are new players coming up, so if they
yeah,
could
it's a
figure
great
out,
introduction.
you know, some of the key things of the game, and I think the drop targets are a great touch because they're so interactive.
Mm.
You hit a drop target, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm going to do that." It has that spinning
The spinning
record disc.
record, yeah,
Oh,
that's so much
total
fun.
chaos! Total chaos. And you could get to the multi-ball quite quick when the third ball is
Right.
if you didn't achieve it already, it just gives it to you.
And then you can
So
select
that's
it.
kind of
Yeah,
nice touch. Yeah,
absolutely.
it's nice.
Awesome. So from there, and we'll just briefly cover this, and we're going to talk about it again on Monday, but you went
Okay.
from Mercy Kids to Cardinal Glennon Hospital, and that was
Yeah,
where the
the
second machine
Children's
is. And
Hospital.
now we're seeing something brand new where we always see the Stern games, which Stern is a huge supporter of Project Pinball, but now we have Hot Wheels in the mix too. So we got a little
Well,
AP love going on here. I love it.
well, American Pinball, they approached us when we had our booth set up a couple years ago, and I was really impressed with their Houdini. But we try to stress the family values.
Sure. It's kind of
In
Houdini's kind of
Houdini,
scary. It's kind of a scary game.
oh, it could be serious at times, but the thing with the Houdini was the seance.
Right. That's what I.
Communicating with the
Yeah.
dead would
Absolutely.
not be, something that we want to put into a family setting.
Sure. And
So,
Oktoberfest is a little, too much beer
you
guzzling
know,
for a hospital
yeah,
setting. It's
to
a
the
fun game,
European,
but
you know, Europe knows it as a carnival and a festival, and it's time to maybe come together and yeah, partake in glasses of beer and what have you. But it's more about a festival.
hmm
But not a lot of people could recognize it as that. So definitely, we could not use that as in a hospital setting. There's no way.
but Hot
So when
Wheels,
they came
what a
out with the
great
Hot Wheels,
title! What a
oh my
great
goodness,
title for kids
I
in the
agree.
hospitals. Amazing.
Um, we found out that it was Hot Wheels, and we just knew it was going to be a hit. And people probably seen my story on Facebook where I shared that as a child, I would have Hot Wheels and I would drive them across the carpet. It would be my highway, and I would have all my cars parked and drive them across and make all the noises on the carpet. And um, I had to stop doing that until my son was born and he became of age. And I found myself back on the carpet with, Hot Wheels and driving cars around. So, it was really a part of my childhood and my son's. And now I have a grandson, and I was saying that I do have two Hot Wheel cars that I purchased. They're still in the box until my grandson gets a little bit older. Because guess what? Grandpa is going to be on the carpet driving cars again with his grandson. So I can't wait. So, with that, I have memories of Hot Wheels, and I talk to so many people that have similar memories of the orange track, going down
Yeah.
their basement steps, and they would have the cars go down gravity fed. So when the machine came out, people were just excited about the title. And then you play the
I
machine
still haven't
in the
played
light show.
it.
Oh my goodness, the light show is one of the best
Gave
I
me
ever seen. It
2020.
has multicolor RGBs in the GIs. So the whole play field changes when you get into like the red line mode.
Wow.
All the balls come out and it's like total chaos. The whole play field turns red. They did a great job with the lighting. The shots are mean and quick and fast, but at the same time, it's based on Hot Wheels City, which is a claymation YouTube thing that Mattel put out. And before the game came out, I really wanted to take a look at, what this Hot Wheels City was, and it's very entertaining. They did a great job with the claymation. It's very kid and adult friendly. Heck, I was watching it, and it was a lot of fun.
I can't wait to see it.
Um,
I can't wait.
so the Hot Wheels City is what the game is based on. So that's why you see the what is it? It's like a gorilla that's pounding his chest or her
Oh, really?
chest, and it's dinosaurs and has like a mad scientist like villain that you have to go up against. So it has a story behind it. It's a lot of fun. Uh, I really enjoyed playing it while it was at the headquarters, while we could, get it set up for the dedications, and it was a great game. I think the kids are going to love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I could see more Hot Wheels going into hospitals across the U.S. as well too.
Oh, without a
It's
doubt,
a great title. And I'm gonna go back to this
without
photo.
a doubt,
You
it's a
could
great
see
game.
in the behind, right next to the Hot Wheels, is a Raw Thrills Fast and the Furious. What is it? The Tokyo Drift version.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I want to go to this hospital. I'm just gonna go to this hospital and visit the kids. I'll dress up and
Well,
visit them and
what you
then
did.
play some arcade games with them. My goodness, what a great facility.
Well, they were so progressive with their thinking. And I do have a photograph. I'll share it on Facebook so everybody look at it. They had a robot. They had one of those roving robots
Oh,
that is like what was it?
the little
Not
like
the
3 foot,
segways.
the three
What
foot
was
high
yeah,
like little white robot thingies.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you
I
mean. We
seen
have a
them.
lot of those in
The
Japan.
first time I seen them was at Replay FX,
Oh,
and
nice.
Penn Stadium had one, and he was driving around just with his face attached to it,
Mhm.
doing promotions and everything. And that was the first time. All of a sudden, I asked him, because I recognized this pogo stick with a monitor on it. What are you doing with it? And uh, they just really had me in tears. If a child is having a hard time, uh, maybe starting their day or getting out of bed at that moment, they actually put a camera on the child, and they have them, go throughout the hospital taking a tour, and all the uh, people in the hospital know, to look for this, and they just greet the child like, they were actually
They're
roaming
like,
through the halls. And
hello.
I thought that was, oh
What a
my
great
goodness, it had me in
job.
tears.
It's
It's
amazing.
so amazing that they would think of that, where the child could still interact even though they might be, confined to their bed, not confined, but, unable able to get up out of bed. I think that's just incredible thinking on their parts
Wow.
to, uh, you know, just have this program. It's truly amazing.
That's beautiful. All these
But
hospitals,
I'll
yeah.
post that on Facebook for everybody to see.
Yeah, yeah, we want to see it
But
for sure.
it was a great dedication. All the dedications, the people that we worked with, they were super excited to work with our charity. Um, we would do Zoom meetings, and we actually had a chance to meet, pretty much all the people before. So when we did the dedications, it was quite comfortable. It was just more conversation, and it gave us a chance to see how they operate as a Ronald McDonald Home or a children's hospital. So it really helps us to get an idea on how to serve them better. So
It's
we
beautiful.
love it. We love the charity. We love the support. We love everybody's enthusiasm for what we do. We get people texting us, emailing us, saying, we think what you guys doing is great, and we just love that support. They feel it too.
Yeah.
So
Well, since we're
I think
live,
that's important.
yeah, since we're live too, I see y'all are in the chat room interacting. If you have a question for Project Pinball, now's your chance to ask it. Let's put Dan on the spot real quick right here.
Oh, great.
He doesn't have a lot of sleep. He's been on the road for 12 days.
Yeah.
What's a better time to ask him a question? And in the
Well,
meantime, while you
thanks.
guys load that up in the chat, let's see if anyone gives us some fun questions for you. What
Because,
This is near the end of
yeah,
your tour. Here, I'll let you finish, and then
yeah,
I
I
have a question for you.
apologize.
We're excited.
No, I apologize. It's been long hours. It's 12 days on a tour. It might seem like this is like a family vacation and everything like that. And I have to stress that it feels like we're in a time warp because 1 week ago we were talking to Moto in Washington D.C. And since that time, we did 4 dedications. So
Mm-hmm.
it's been business the whole time. Even today was a day off. We were
Not
still
really.
in transit trying to get to our
Yeah.
dedication in, fashion. Yes, we did have a chance to, take a brisk walk, but again, it was filled with interviews and,
Sure.
this live chat. So,
Absolutely. Well, Charles
we stay
Thomas.
really focused.
Charles Thomas asked.
Sure, Charles. Hey,
I know
Charles.
we love Charles. What is your next pinball title? I guess the next game you'd be dedicating.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I can't wait. Actually can't wait to take a look at it. It's Keith
Next
Elwin's
question.
Avengers. So we uh, we actually had it shipped from Stern to Marco
Mm-hmm.
because Marco's holding it. We're going to pick it up tomorrow night and get it ready for the dedication on Monday. So it's a new Avengers machine. So I
Yeah.
can't wait to see it.
Have you
I
played
only seen
Avengers?
photographs.
Have you played Avengers
I
Infinity
have
Quest
not.
yet? Ooh, it's a fun game.
I have not.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
like it.
hear a lot of great things, and we seen the gameplay and we studied it to make sure that it would be something that we
And
could
it's
use.
beautiful.
We talked to a couple people at Stern to make sure that it was going to be family friendly, and
Oh yeah,
they
it's also a
pretty much
great
said that.
title
Yep,
for kids
because we're
too.
always concerned.
Superheroes.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, that's what every kid's dream is, to be a superhero, especially when you're not feeling
yeah,
like a
and I think
superhero.
the
It's a good reminder that you could get to be one for a little bit and
well,
battle Thanos.
I think that the kids could relate to the cartoon as well
Mm-hmm.
because it's not based on the movies. It's based on,
Yeah.
cartoon. And I think that's timeless.
And Zombie
I
Yeti
I
did
think the kids
amazing
will
art on
really
it.
enjoy that.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy
Oh
Pecker's art,
yeah,
yeah.
that and the turtles. They love the
Oh
turtles.
yeah, that's such a great
Um,
game too.
he did the turtles as well, and the photographs don't do it justice,
Mm-hmm.
but they were amazing. When we were pulling it out, the sun was shining on the Ninja Turtles machine, and it just lit that the color palette that he chose for that. It just was dynamic.
Excuse me.
So the kids loved it. Everybody that's seen it loved his artwork. And I can't wait to see the Avengers. So yeah, Charles, it's going to be an Avengers. Um, so we're waiting to maybe have a quick go at it. I hope so. Any other questions?
Yes, we have a question. This one got me. All right, are you ready? Out of this round,
Okay.
out of this round of dedications, any challenges? No one was eating gas station sushi, were they?
um, I can't go into the black
He
bean
did.
situation
He did.
because I had we had some takeout Mexican food, and I had a little too much black beans, and my stomach was actually gurgling when I was doing the Jeff Teolis interview. So I was hoping that the microphone wasn't going to pick up on that. So
I think I
there
heard
you
it a
go. You
little
got
when
my
I
dirty
listened to
laundry.
it.
Um,
You pulled it out of you.
I was trying to, but we had a couple dedications that were a little bit different. The very first one was in South Carolina, there at the Ronald McDonald Home, and we were thinking that it was going to be placed on the first floor, and then we
Oh
had
yeah.
to, follow the curve that we were given and actually take it up probably like 14 steps to the second floor. But we had enough help and tenacity to make it happen. Uh, I'm trying to think some other things. No, we just roll with it. The
Roll
dedications are
with
really
punches.
smooth. It's like a fireman's drill. At this point, we rehearse, and after 52 machines in, I think we have it down pat.
Nice.
Um, the pin skates help out greatly. So if you need pin skates, go to Marco Pinball. They carry those, and I can't say enough how much they help us. We loaded up right out of the car, put the two legs on, put the skates on, and roll it right through the front door up into a regular elevator at times and
Yeah,
take it where it needs to
are
go.
those the pin
So,
skates that Portal Pinball, Brian and Amanda Broyles, gave to you last year on the tour? Do you remember that?
um, yes, they did give us a pair, but we use them so often
You have a
that
bunch of them. You
we
have a
had to
bunch of
pick
them.
up a
I just
couple
remember
more.
that. That was
Oh
such a
my
cool moment.
goodness.
I love them. Molly
We
Hatchet
just wear
said,
the wheels right off of them.
Molly Hatchet said, not a question, just wanted to say, I think what y'all are doing is amazing. So yes, I agree.
Oh,
I
thank you
think
so
everyone in the
much.
chat agrees. Charles Thomas asked,
Well,
where there'll be a Christmas charity fundraiser for Project Pinball? Charles, if you organize
um,
it.
we weren't sure how to go about it this year because of what everybody's going through with the pandemic. It was really hard to sanction any fundraising because we would not want to put anybody at risk. We had a couple people that just loved the charity and they wanted to do their thing, and we just did not want to, you know, have a reason for people to go out and force the agenda. So we weren't really going to push the fundraising. Um, we could always use the donations because you guys see where the money goes. We're a grassroots charity. Um, the money that we raise in St. Louis stays in St. Louis. The money that we raise in the Carolinas go to the Carolinas. So if someone wants to be kind and do a PayPal donation and they want it to go to their backyard, please write a note in there saying, where you're from, and if we have something special going on there, we'll be glad to tithe it to that community. So, thank you for bringing that up, Charles. But no, we don't have anything planned just because of the situation of the nation. We did do this tour to try to generate goodwill and maybe a high note for 2020 to close on, because again, it's been some really dark times. Um, you know, I lost some dear friends, and I know that other people have suffered through similar things, or maybe greater things. But yeah, we wanted to give something back where people could feel good about giving. So I hope that came across.
For sure. Awesome. Well, without further ado, we should get to our giveaways.
Oh yeah,
Let's go to the giveaway screen.
I love the giveaways.
I know, this is fun. I think Molly Hatchet, I saw your name on here a few times. Maybe
Nice.
not on this one.
Good luck.
But
Good luck.
so every day of the tour, Project Pinball has been doing giveaways. In their post, you kind of read their post and you can see if you comment, then you get put on the giveaway list. So we have 6 different giveaways to do
Nice.
tonight. So we'll go through them really fast so it won't take too much time. The first one is for I'm clicking around. This one is for Joust 3D artwork by Artovision 3D, donated by Artovision.
That's so nice.
So we're going to turn that down a little. That was really loud for my ears. All right, and the winner is Sierra AV Fitness on Instagram. Congratulations, that Joust piece was awesome.
Very nice.
Our next one, we got a lot more people commenting on this one, so it's going to be much more fun.
I wanted to say, since we're on the road, our Sierra will reach out to the winners as soon as we can. That way we could get all the information to send all these prizes to our winners.
Look at these. This one is for a whole set of Project Pinball swag. Yeah, t-shirts, nice. Wristbands, maybe a hat, some other stuff. It was a whole lot of goodies.
Oh yeah, the Stern hats. Stern really helped us out with these winter hats. Did you like them? We weren't expecting this huge box of hats to come
Fitness
in,
Mama. That's also Instagram has one. So Sierra, you can write that one down. And moving right along. This is for Black Knight Sword of Rage Translite, signed by Steve Ritchie. That's awesome.
Very nice.
I see some familiar names on here.
Steve's awesome.
Who's going to win? Jeff Willard. Congratulations, Jeff.
Nice.
And if you guys are in the chat and you're wondering, like, why didn't I get on this? You need to follow the Facebook page and follow their comments, and on Instagram too, and you just need to comment on their posts. There's 2 more giveaways left. Right now, one's up is for a Houdini Translite, and then there'll be another one, I believe, tomorrow or Monday. So you still have a chance to win.
Yeah, it'll be Monday.
Let's see. All right, this one is really cool. I may or may have not have put my dog in this one. I'll be honest with you guys, because I really wanted to win it. This is for taxi art for the game Taxi, also created by Artovision 3D, who donated a lot of stuff for these giveaways.
Yeah.
Who's the lucky winner?
He did a great job. He was very kind with his donations.
Ronald McDonald House of Cincinnati wins. That works, right? Yeah, wow. Send it to them.
Yeah, very nice.
That's awesome. All right, let's see. The next one is for a Stranger Things Translite, signed by Brian Eddy.
That was very nice for Stern to send us that.
And the winner is Amy Brood. Congratulations, Amy. She was commenting on a lot of the posts, so well done. And last but not least is Creatures from the Black Lagoon art from Artovision. It's a great piece of the creature face.
Yeah, it's like a hologram.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's quite cool.
All right, let's see who wins. And the winner is... Oh, Freedom! Nice. Congratulations.
Very nice.
All right, so yeah, thanks for doing the giveaways. That's awesome. And I'm just going to remind all of y'all that if you ever want to donate to Project Pinball, there are many ways to do that. Hold on, how do I remove this? Cardinal good.
Yeah, they could go to projectpinball.org, or they could
Visit the
email
website.
us at project.
Hit the donate
Yeah,
button at the top,
it's
or you could even
yeah,
do their pinball raffles. You know,
yes.
$50 for a
Uh,
pro, 75 for a premium going on right now, and you have a 1 in 200 chance of winning your very own new in-box pinball machine. So that's
well,
awesome.
hold on. I got news. I got news. We're
Are
gonna
we gonna do a
have a
raffle?
Led Zeppelin. We're gonna not tonight, but we are going to start a raffle. Only 200 entries are allowed for the Led Zeppelin limited edition pinball
A
machine.
limited edition?
Yes,
No,
yes,
did you say that right? For a limited edition?
yes, yes. We were able to get one, a Led Zeppelin limited edition pinball machine.
Is
They
that
did
going to
go
be a
quick.
different raffle rate?
Yes, all together.
I mean, how much is it
We're
going
going
to
to
be
start
for a
as soon
ticket?
as we haven't determined. We haven't. Usually it's around $85 for the more expensive machines, but we have to really
This is news to
determine that.
me.
I
Well,
think,
when we
yeah,
do
it's
our Led
gonna,
Zeppelin stream on Pintech Live, I will be sure to buy some of those and give away on our stream too. Or maybe one,
whenever
depending on
Stern
how expensive
announces,
it is. Wow.
we're going to launch our site, so people look for it on projectpinball.org or on Facebook, Instagram. But soon as Stern announces and does their promo video, then we like to do our launch after. We won't do it before
Sure, yeah, of course.
because, not to step on their
I can't wait to see what
advertisement
it
or
looks
anything
like.
like that. But it's limited to 200 entries and they always go quick. We did one for other limited editions. So really pay attention to as soon as we open it up. We had a Rick and Morty sell out, I think, in like 3 hours. All the tickets were gone, all 200 of them. So we're going to announce that soon as Stern. We're going to have our rally up page ready to go.
How do
So
do we find out? What's the fastest way for us to find out when it goes live?
Keep checking back at projectpinball.org.
Do you send like an email blast
or you'll? We don't like to,
okay.
do
so
MailChimp or anything like that.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
got to check back on Facebook. Again, if you like our page, you'll get notified as soon as we maybe have a notification come up. So, that might be one way that you could do that because as soon as it goes live, we go on Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, Amy Groom, you won.
As long as it takes.
You did not win a Led Zeppelin limited edition machine, but you did win.
Yeah, not yet.
What did you win? I said it earlier. Stranger Things Translate, I think. Yeah.
That's a good
Congratulations.
gift.
Thanks for tuning in. Awesome. Well, Dan, it's really late over there. I apologize for taking so much of your time.
Yes.
We're going to reconnect again on Monday over at Bang Back Pinball Lounge when you guys are doing your decompression of the tour, the celebration of the finale, doing that last dedication in Colombia for Avengers Infinity Quest, and then hanging out, playing the Beatles. I think Fred over there has some fun activities for y'all to do. And yeah, we can't wait.
Well, we're looking forward to it. If you're inclined to coming out, please join us. We're going to be. What's funny is my mask is right here.
Nice.
I always have it close to me, so we will be masked up and
please bring your masks.
Bumping elbows and everything like that. So we wish everybody would do the same.
Yeah, just be like Japanese. We just bow.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And we would love to see everybody's upper face in their colorful masks. I've been seeing a lot of those. I seen a SpongeBob in the hospital yesterday. I thought that was quite clever.
I
But
love the mask
come out and
swag.
join us at Bang Backs. I can't wait. Fred put all
I got my
his
bang back
sweat
swag.
and energy into the place, and it really shows. I hear that his menu is just amazing. That does not surprise me. If you ever went out to dinner with Fred, you know that he's a connoisseur.
Yes.
I don't even order anymore. I'm like, Fred, just
He goes
order
back
for
into the
me.
kitchen and he talks to the cook himself and makes it happen.
He's an amazing guy. So we're looking forward to going there to decompress, and
That's
then
awesome.
we'll be headed home. And you know, yeah, it's been a great tour so far.
Awesome.
So
Well,
thank you for
yeah,
everybody's
thank you
support.
everyone for joining
Uh,
us.
Thank you,
And
Emoto, for
good
all your
job
dedication.
to you, Dan and Sierra and Maggie for pulling
Yeah,
off
Maggie.
so far such
Come
an
here, Max.
epic tour. Yeah, let's see Maggie before we go. That's what
Here
we're all
comes
here
Maggie.
for.
Oh, there's
Maggie,
my
my
girl.
heart, you are the cutest. I wish I could
Yeah.
get your kisses right now. Oh my gosh, she loves giving kisses.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
She's such an adorable dog.
Yeah, you guys are
She's-
troopers to be able to navigate through COVID and everything and still make it happen and make all these kids and families happy.
Well, thank you.
I love it.
A lot of work went into it. There was a lot of people that we haven't mentioned that made this possible. And like I said, we weren't sure if we were going to have a Love Across America tour, but we started talking to the hospitals and they were helping us with our protocol. And, it took a lot of dedication on our support staff. We had to go into isolation before we hit the road. And everybody was willing to do so to,
Awesome.
make this tour come together. So, I hope that sets everybody at ease out there. And thank you for everybody's kind words of support and their helps, with the donation and, everything that everybody does to make this happen. Especially Emoto. I know you're behind the scenes. No one gets to see all the work that you put
Oh,
in. But,
unsung heroes are the best. Don't worry about it.
yeah. Well,
see it.
we love you for all your dedication.
I
Well, I'm
appreciate
going
it.
to wrap it up here. I
Yeah,
know that I
you need to
took a
go to
lot of
sleep.
people's time.
Give Maggie a walk,
Yeah.
and we will see you Monday evening at Bang Back.
Okay, I can't wait.
All right, thank you everyone for
Everybody
tuning
have
in.
a great weekend.
And
okay,
safe
good
travels,
night.
Dan and Sierra. And
Good night.
Project Pinball helps rehabilitation.
For a kid that's in a hospital, you're playing a pinball machine, and for the time being, you don't have to really think about where you are or what you're doing. You're focused solely on playing pinball.
Pinball can be fun, but it can also be therapeutic because slamming that ball around when you're angry sure does make you feel a little bit better.
You know what, one thing I like about it, it makes them move. Laps around the wards is replaced to a lap down to the pinball machine and standing for an hour.
They have to use both hands. You kind of find yourself when you're playing pinball moving into it to play.
And so the kids can come in here, number one, stand. The ones that are having that issue, but they can still hold on, so they get that strengthening. And then they're using both hands and eye and watching. So it's going to be a great non-therapy therapy. And having a good time.
Pinball's great because it's lights, it's sounds, and you're so focused on getting that ball and hitting that target and getting those points that you're really not thinking about why you're in the hospital. You're able to distract your time away a little bit.
Pinball is a way to get your mind for the moment off of whatever is happening in your personal life. Even if it is a bad situation, having to be in a hospital, seeing a pinball machine can make it all better.
I just want to give back any way that I can. And my passion for pinball, I think, was a great partner for, this giving.